Oh, a cutscene! I have hope! Pope, get aim. Sorry, I'm a Guild Wars 2 player. Oh my goodness. So I realized something when I had 3 bullets left on the rifle. This specific rifle has piercing. I could, like, the eyes on his back, I could shoot them from the front because of the piercing effect. I didn't realize it. I didn't, like, I'd come to that conclusion until there was, like, 3 left. Until this point, the only time piercing has had an impact is when I was, like, shooting through one enemy to hit another enemy, and I was hitting them both. You alright? Oh no, it's Zaitan!
I'm getting sick of your shit.
Wait, what? Oh god, it's Sauron!
Finally, a look that suits you, Sadler. A monster in and out. Still, I need to cut this date short. It's not me. It's you.
That's my last magnum bullet. Ow! I don't know what to do about those. Yeah, to my knowledge, you can't parry or dodge those. I have tried both. I'm not sure what to do about the ones that just slam straight down. I'm actually glad I got to see the screen. I couldn't tell that's what he looked like in there.
Finally, a look that suits you, Sadler. A monster in and out. Still, I need to cut this date short. It's not me. It's you.
I mean, I can't... I see Reckless saying strafe. I've got 3 feet to the left and right of me. I don't have a lot of space to work with here. Okay, did it that time. Not enough room that time. I don't have enough inventory space! I can't!
I'll give you a holy body.
Oh, that was the amber. I'm pretty sure that was the amber that just dropped. Why couldn't she use it? She can't aim well. That's a lie. Every time we've seen her shoot, she's usually hit her target.
Ada, what the hell are you doing?
Nothing personal, Leon. Luis and I had an arrangement. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it. Ride's here. You coming?
I think we both know this is where we go our separate ways.
I see.
Where's Ashley? That is the question. That pose.
Better get a move on.
Cute.
I'm guessing that's key for the boat.
Until next time, Leon.
Where's she going?
Who knows?
I don't understand. Why would she just...
We gotta move. Island's gonna blow.
It's gonna what?
Yeah.
It's gonna what? Yeah, why would the island suddenly blow up? Why? This is just like at the end of so many movies when the bad guy's lair just for no apparent reason explodes. And you're just like, yeah, we'll go with it.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to not do that boss fight again if I die during this part, thank you. Hold on, am I slow because I'm low health? Let's use this. Let's see if that speeds me up. I think it might have. I'm like learning now at the end of the game that being low health slows you down, but I didn't spend a lot of time at low health.
Thank you.
Do I have a knife? Yeah. Oh, okay, that works.
They're not attacking. What's going on?
They're vibing. It's a rave.
The master's gone. It's over for them. All right. Not bad, Ada. You like thrill rides?
I love it!
You're gonna love this.
I can't see. I'm just gonna go max speed because that seems smart right now. Okay, maybe not max speed. Maybe just like a little max speed. I like how he just implied she wasn't holding on. Whee! Oh no! Oh! Hey guys, I just learned the boat has a hit point bar and it's very low. Oh my god. Is that sunlight or more explosions? Alright. World record time, too. Amazing. With one hit point in a dream.
You alright?
I'm not sure, that was insane.
Uncle show us how to run and everything onto his way out. Dude, I lost most of the boat's hit point when I ran into that giant rock, and the rock was falling from like, well, from your perspective, from like right to left, and I thought it was going to fall over here, and then I would go past on this side, but it went like falling, and so I started going over here, and then it was like stop, and then I ran into it. That's when I lost most of the health.
Mission accomplished, right?
Mission accomplished. When you're home safe.
Thank you for saving me.
Don't mention it.
You know, I could put in a word with my dad. Have you assigned to my detail, if you're interested.
You don't need me. You proved you could handle yourself.
You have lots of incompetent men that let you get kidnapped. You don't need me.
Even if you could use a lesson in knife safety. Come on. Let's go home.
That's like the third time he's put her down easy.
Condor 1? Roost to Condor 1, do you read me? Come in. I said come in. Is this thing even on? Leon. Leon, are you and Ashley all right? Where
Use my
are
code
you?
name.
Come on.
Is his radio broken, or is he just purposely not answering just to be funny? Okay, closing credits. Let's see what's in the outro. In the original game, she offered Leon overtime. Air quote overtime unquote. I don't even know if you're lying to me, Asen. You're not trustworthy. It's not a lie? Okay. Video game Rojek, ride into a laneless Horizon Sunset. God knows how much fuel left in that jet ski's tank. I'm sure another Mike will come pick him up. So there was a bunch of pictures of the village, and then the guy with the Las Plagas shows up and takes over the place. The Amber. Picture the Amber again. Ada.
Patch me through. I've obtained the Amber.
Excellent.
Just one question. What are you planning to do with this?
I do not pay you to ask questions. All you need to know is a new dawn is breaking. 100 will give their lives so that just one may live. I am expediting that change.
He looks like I didn't
So-
ask for this.
We're talking millions of casualties.
Billions.
How ambitious. We're changing course now.
So she changed her mind. She's bad, but she's not that bad. Just because you're a bad guy does not mean you are a bad guy. So I see a lot of people in chat saying Wesker. What is he? Is he the villain of Resident Evil 5? Like, be kind of vague, because I might still play these other games, but like, where does he step in? He's like the main big bad in the RE games. Okay, he's a constant baddie. Okay, alright. Let's skip that. Let's skip the me getting DMCA struck. Oh, it's the roost.
Good work.
59 saves, 1 playthrough, B rank, chat. Hey, you know what? In my years in school, I was happy with a B. When loading main story save data from a completed playthrough, you can carry over the data and start a new game. You'll be able to purchase new weapons from the merchant, but you cannot achieve an S+ rank. What? Okay. All right. Okay. That is the end of Resident Evil 4. Review time. Alrighty, chat. Oh my god. I have some things to say. Okay. First off. Video, the graphics, fantastic. The graphics were amazing. Everything looked awesome. It was very, very nice looking. Like, this is obviously a remake of the original RE4 game, but I did not play the original, so I'm just grading this on its own, on its own 2 feet. And it looked very nice. From the people to the environment, everything looked really nice. Same thing with the sounds. It was very satisfying when you would, like, use machinery or, use certain guns, use the knife sometimes. Even hearing the knife break, the sounds were nice. They were on cue. They were where they were supposed to be, and they let you know what was going on. Looked really good. The story. The story was pretty good. Honestly, the story was almost... It was so similar to the other RE games I've played, which was, essentially, there's a virus or a bug or a mutation or a fungus, and people are turning into monsters, and you cure them with bullets. And, you get to the end, and Ada steps in and whoops away with something important to you, and that's kind of it. It was very, very similar. At the same time, it was extremely cryptic as well. Twitch chat filled me in on a lot of blanks, and I was like, who is this? Who is that? It's not required to play the other games in the franchise to understand what's going on in this one, but at the same time, you would definitely have an easier time understanding what's going on if you'd played the other games in the franchise. So then there's everything else. It was not a buggy game. I can only think of one glaring bug that happened, and it was with the cow. For those of you who weren't there when that happened, there was a cow halfway clipping through a wall. And Ashley walked near it, and it was like, "Meh," and it started, like, bucking, and it freaking killed her. And she went to, like, downstate. And I ran over to get her, and then the bucking cow killed me. And then I managed to get, like, I was like, okay, I have to kill the cow. And I killed the cow, got Ashley up, and then we were, like, 1 hit point. And then it saved as we went into the next area. And then the next area was much more difficult because I was doing it with, like, no health because of a cow bug. The people, it's like, they steered like a boat. Like, if you were holding the right button, like strafing right, and then you switch to strafing left, your guy would, like, continue running right for a second, skid to a stop, start building speed going to the left, and then start moving to the left at full speed. The whole process taking 2 to 3 seconds. There was no dodge. Like, a game doesn't require to have a dodge, but it built the game as if there was a dodge, and it was just crouch. It was just freaking crouch. So it was like you would have dodge and crouch on the same button, and sometimes you would use it to crawl under things, and sometimes you would use it to dodge in combat. Likewise, your parry button was attached to the knife. However, there was no weapon button for swap to knife. It was simply if you clicked the attack key when you were not currently zoomed in with a gun, it swapped to knife. It wasn't like I could go like 1 for knife, 2 for pistol, 3 for rifle, 4 for shotgun. No, it was like 1, 2, 3 were guns, And then knife was just when you left click without being zoomed in. That was extremely frustrating. Because it required you to be zoomed in with mini weapons, that meant that even if I was using a rifle in a close quarters fight, I had to zoom in and look through the scope and stare at the guy's, peck, and then he would move out of the way of it in 0.1 seconds. Like, that was extremely frustrating. What else was there? Oh, even the melee combat. So it was like left click was slash, space left click was stab. However, if they got low, if they were like stunned and you could do a big melee attack, it was F. It was not left click. And then sometimes when you would run up and it would be like, it is like left click is attack, F is when they're vulnerable for a big attack, but if they were vulnerable for a big attack, it would go back to being left click again. So if you hit F, you would mess it up and miss the window, and then the window would close. So it was like, there was two different melee buttons, and sometimes it was one, then sometimes it was the other. And then duck was dodge, and then spacebar was parry. Now this last one is a keyboard and mouse issue. I usually have parry on right click. When I play Elden Ring, when I play Grounded, parry is my right click. Hold right click is block, tap right click is parry usually. In this game though, hold right click is zoom in with the gun, which meant it put parry on freaking spacebar. So I had it over there. So I had spacebar was parry, and control, which is crouch, was dodge. It was quite awful. I'm guessing console players have an easier time with this. This combined with the slow steering of the dude, it was like driving a big clunky boat for most of the game. The story was cool, the graphics were awesome, the actual gameplay was so frustrating. Combine that with Ashley, combine that with the fact that this entire game is literally an escort quest. Honestly, I loved the chapters when Ashley was kidnapped and I was trying to find her so much more than the ones where she was with me. Because she was just like, just every 2 seconds, I got caught again. Dude, Daphne from Scooby-Doo uses Ashley as a role model. Like, it was insane the number of times that she'd get caught in like a 5-minute period. Like, there was some fights, it was just so many. And then like, in a fight, you could hit E. E was a toggle. It was either her stand really close to you or her stand really far away from you to give you room. In the tutorial, it said it would have her back off so that you could fire without worrying about her getting hurt. However, in combat, it never worked like that. She would sometimes get between me and the enemy and then just do this. And I accidentally hit her a couple times. She would like yell at me, and I accidentally killed her one time, and I had to reload the game. But she would literally sometimes get between you and the enemy screaming, and then get in the way of your fire. It was crazy. There's a reason for the number of the memes on the internet. You know what, Shugo? One thing that disappointed me about the game, I have seen so many memes of Leon saying, Ashley, wait in the goddamn dumpster. I never saw a point in this game where we stuffed Ashley into a dumpster. So that's minus points for that too. The memes lied to me. This is like when I went to see Morbius and he not once said it's Morbin time. He never said it. That's a lie. I haven't seen Morbius, but you understand my disappointment now. So, yeah. All right. It was a cool game. It was beautiful. The story was honestly, the story was like 5 out of 10, but obviously it's part of a 72-part franchise, and the gameplay was so clunky, and it's kind of disappointing because they just remade this. In 2023, the year of our Lord. They just remade this, and they made it work on mouse and keyboard. But my God, excuse my French, they half-assed it, okay? They made it work on mouse and keyboard, but in the loosest sense. There was so many different things. Dude, F was the medium execute on people. It was loot things off the ground. It was break barrels. And it was like the interact key. All of that was F. So that's why there were so many times in a fight, sometimes it would pop up and I'd miss it. Or I'd click F wanting to like kick a guy, and my guy would go, ooh, piece of candy, and he'd pick up a pesetas. And I would miss the window to kick him, because they had so many things crammed to each of the buttons that often it would just depend on what you were facing as to what your guy would do. So that's my feedback on the controls. Replayability, I mean, I feel like only if you're like a collector or if you're really looking for a challenge or you're a speedrunner or something like this, I'm not gonna play it again. It was too frustrating. And I'm glad I did. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I didn't buy the Mobius story the moment you suggested you left the house. There you go. There's some killer game modes coming. If you're a masochist, I mean, the thing is, if you are very used to play, what would you guys say? Like, if you're trying to explain the archetype of this game, I don't think third-person shooter is enough here. Because third-person shooter, you would expect it to not be this clunky. You would expect him to, whether you're on controller or mouse and keyboard, you would expect him to turn on a dime, you know, not turn like a freaking jet ski. Like, what would you describe this archetype as? Like, it's third-person horror shooter truck driving simulator. I don't know. I don't even know what to describe it as. If you've ever played this type of game before, I think this is possibly a really well done one within its genre. However, if you've never played one of these before, you're going to be very frustrated, I feel. It's my opinion that you'd get through it very frustrated. And I don't even know if you'd be more frustrated on mouse and keyboard, because there's so many people in my chat that it would echo my frustrations, and they would be like, oh man, it's not any better on controller. I saw that phrase multiple times during my playthrough in my Twitch chat. Oh, it's not any better on controller. So I don't know if it actually is or is not. Often when I complain about keyboard controls in games, people are like, oh, well, it's a controller game. You suck. And I'm just like, fair enough. But this time they weren't saying that. You couldn't even stray from the original. Guild Wars 2 Skiff Training Simulator with Action Cam. There is a button to turn 180 degrees instantly. I personally never really noticed the clunkiness. At the same time, I play these games constantly, so I'm used to it. Street Fighter RE4 not coming slim? No. Unlock costume, pinstripe, sunglasses, foam mask, flight cap. What? Professional mode has been unlocked. You know what? Hold on a sec. I'm just going to jump to a random save file, and I'm going to look up that 180 degree button. I don't like that I would have to bound yet another key to this 180 degree thing. Okay, let's see. Options, controls, key bindings. Okay, so right now I'm trying... Do you see this? Do you see what it's doing as I'm trying to scroll down? Okay, I'm just going to take my hand off the mouse because, oh my god, the mouse can't even navigate this menu. What is quick turn? Is that it?
Why help me, though? What's in it for you?
No need to be suspicious.
That is not quick. Are you kidding me? He stops, he turns on his freaking blinker, and he checks traffic first. If you call this quick, I have so many games to sell you. Yeah, no. That does not write it off. I'm sorry. That does not write it off. Quick-ish turn. Oh, yeah, Q for quick-ish turn. There we go. All right, so that is Resident Evil 4. Thank you guys for joining me. That's what I have to say about it. Pretty good game overall, but whew, glad to finish it.